everybody, this is Texas Tiger Diggs, and this is the Minelab lineup I got that I'm going into next year with. You've seen the Sovereign GT, and you've seen my travails with it. I had to take it apart, check a few solder points, and I finally got it back up and going. And let's just hit it and see if it's still working. And this is the new member here. This is the Minelab Safari. Now, you guys know that I like to put a medium upper limit on the detectors I buy, because those detectors I like to work with. I don't usually buy the most expensive one, and I didn't buy the most expensive one this time. This is the Safari, and I got this at a cost of about $300 or $400 below retail. Now, of course, it is used, and the way it was shipped, it's amazing. It's in one piece, but I started up. It works fine. I assembled it. I've taken it out, and I've done some work with it. And you've probably already seen the two videos. I'm still considering whether to put those two videos on there, because there's not a lot of action on there, but it's a little explanation. And one find in a very trashy area that I hadn't found with the other detectors, which gave me hope for the Safari. And I took the Safari out later and got a few coins, mostly pennies. But there was in areas where I hit with other detectors, and it did give me some things that I did not expect to be there, which is amazing considering they're pennies. But I've hit the area where I took it very hard. I want to go hit another area that I've hit hard, but I don't think I have time today, and my level of misery has about reached its peak. This is Texas's version of winter now beginning to arrive. It only came, 2-3 months after everybody else's winter came, but it's in the high 30s, so no everybody says, "Oh, poor pitiful you." The high 30s with 30-mile-an-hour wind and a very light misty rain is not comfortable for anybody anywhere. So and I'm just getting my winter feet under me, so I'm assembling my winter wear clothes. In any case, I got a couple of things to say about the Safari. So let me put my camera back over here in its customary position. I will move the Sovereign and pick up the Safari. Now the Safari here, this is not my first wandering into the full band spectrum, or FBS, or whatever that means. I had a E-Track over a year ago, and I didn't know what I was doing. And guys, if the first detector you get is anywhere near an E-Track, you're going to be frustrated. So you're really going to have an ability to handle some level of frustration for an extended period of time. Now, I bought the Safari here because I've put my mission at a top level. I don't go for the high-end detectors. Not that by any means the E-Track is the high end, but I'm sort of keeping it under 1,000 and usually buying used, etc. And the only time I've ever really defied that is with the XP-DS. That's before I made up the rule. But so I took this out, and there's a couple of things I figured out about about converting from the traditional single frequency machine to the full band spectrum FBS. I used to, I would hear guys, Minelab people saying they're working the signal, and I think, okay, they're just checking out some things. No, they're not checking out some things. You have to work the signal with Minelab. I did not realize that. And you have to use the pinpoint button. I dug more large cans or crushed cans than I have in a long time, because I've told you that the key to my detecting is not cherry picking on the basis of VDI, or target ID. It's on the version, on size. And I have not, but I think I began at the end of the session, got a real feel for size with the Safari. I assume that's with all the FBS machines, because I don't think the functions change, but I think the basic tones and signals are identical. So that was one of my major problems, was that I could distinguish very large targets, but the medium large targets, say the size of a can bottom or a crushed can, and I can even sometimes determine the size of a screw cap. That's with single frequency machines after a lot of practice. I haven't been able to do that with this yet, and that was a little bit annoying. So I have to get a handle on that, and also the conductivity Ferris signal difference. I was running coin jewelry because, as you know, I do a lot of digging of crap that I know there's 90% or 99 or 98, 99.9% chance of scrap. So I was using that, and it was doing pretty well. So I gotta admit, I did go across some areas I'd hit before, and I got pennies out of that area, and that's not a major accomplishment or anything I'm going to brag on a roundup about, but it was areas I'd hit with multiple single frequency machines, including the DAS, which is single frequency switchable. So you know, if this thing is hitting multiple frequencies, which I'm sure it is, then it could be hitting the frequency that made me miss that or hit that. But if I'm looking at the DAS, if I'm not in the correct frequency, maybe I'll miss something that I would not have missed in one of the FBS machines. In this case, the Safari. So I'm just going to stick with the Safari for a while, and that's going to be part of what I'm going to be doing. I'm basically learning this machine, so you're going to see me learning it, and this is step one or part one of me trying to get a handle on FBS relative to single tone or single frequency machines. So it's probably going to take me a while longer, because I'm not going to be devoting this exclusively to that, because I still have the T2, I still have the DAS, and those machines will be in the circuit as well. So I just wanted to run that past you, and I will be seeing you soon, and I'm going to be going on another hunt tomorrow. I'm probably going to go to one of my less trampled areas, an area with a lot of fields in it, because I need to get some gold and silver back floating. Anyway, I'll talk to you later. You have a wonderful day.